Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back. So in this video we're going to be working up with our elementor builder, and I'm going to tell you how this builder works and how you can go ahead and you can work with it. So you can see that here we've got two options, this one, okay, and this one. Okay, so if you just click here, you're actually taken to a menu where you get style options and you get settings option that we don't have to work right now. And then we've got the exit to dashboard. So if you just click here, you're actually going to be taken back to your page, which you don't have to do right now because we're right here in the builder. So why would we want to do that? Anyway, you can see this is the button that we're going to be using, not very much, but this is right there. Okay, and then we've got this elements tab and we've got this global tab. Okay, so we'll be working up with this elements totally right here in this project, so we will not be needing global, and we will be needing them in the future. I will definitely let you know what is this. Okay, so you can see that now we've got a lot of widgets right here. So these are actually called the widgets, and what can these do is that you can just drag these widgets and you can drop it right here anywhere you want to. Okay, so we're gonna be just understanding each and everything, just don't worry. Okay, and then we've got this button right here. So if you actually click here, you can actually see your website full vid, and you can see how your website is actually looking. So it's gonna give you a great idea of how your website is gonna look when you actually publish it, rather than just updating your site from here and then just coming up here and then just refreshing it from here and then seeing how does a website look. So this thing makes very much easy. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's get started. I hope that you guys have got the basic structure of the Elementor already in your mind, and now let's go ahead and let's work with it. You can see we have got two options here. This one says add a new section, and this one says add template. Okay, since we are just starting out, so we should be going ahead with the add a new section. So what you have to do, you have to just click here, and you can see what happens. It just converts everything to a thing that it says select your structure. Okay, I'm just gonna close it again, and I'm gonna click this plus button right now again, and you can see it tells me to select my structure. Okay, here I can choose one single column, I can choose two columns, I can choose 3, 4, and so on. And I can also choose it like this one to be small and this one to be a much bigger. Okay, I can choose this one to be much bigger, this one to be small, this one to be bigger, this to be small, and anything like that. Okay, it totally depends upon you. Okay, let's suppose that I would like to choose my full width structure. Okay, because we would like to have a header right here onto our website. So since we would be needing just one single column, that is why we are going to be sticking up with one single column. I'm just going to click here, and you can see a line is right here. Okay, I've got two lines. Okay, this one is a blue line, which is actually representing this full section, while this one is the actually column line. Okay, so let me just explain to you one more time. You can see that when I just click this plus button, okay, a section is created in the backend. Okay, then when I just click any of the column, let's suppose that I just click second column, two columns, and you can see that a section line is created and then a column line is also there. So we have got two columns right now. So this is how basically it's gonna work. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna delete this section by just right clicking here, and I'm gonna hit delete. And you can see this section is actually removed, but I'm actually getting this section. So let's just go ahead and let's understand the section, let's understand the column, and let's understand this thing, what is there. Okay, so you can see that this is the section where you can go ahead and you can add anything. Let's suppose that if I just go ahead and I just right click here, and then I click edit section. Okay, then when I just click edit section, you can see a layout, style, and advanced. 3 options are given here. So what I can do, I can just stretch this section. I can go ahead and I can work with this content width. I can change this to full width, and you can see that now column is actually set to the full width that I actually don't want. I want to just keep it default. I need it as the boxed. Okay, then we've got this width. So if you actually want to increase this width, or if you need actually just some max height or anything, max width, you can definitely go ahead and you can work with it. But I'm going to be sticking up with the default one. Then we've got the columns gap. So if you have two columns, you can work with it. And then we've got the height here. So you can just choose like fit to screen, and it's going to be full stretch, and it's going to be till here according to your screen. So if you just keep it a full size, you can see that now we actually get this full section, which is actually the size of our screen. So this is how it's going to work. Same like this, you have a minimum height option that you can select, and you can say that how much height you want, and you can just choose anything from here. Okay, so you can see you can increase the height, you can decrease the height, and you can work with it. And then you've got this column position. You can just work with this column, which is right here. You can say it should be on top, so it's on top right now. You can say it should be middle, so it's middle. You can say it should be in bottom, so it's bottom. You can say it should be stretch, so it's just full stretchy right here. Okay, but I'm going to be just going in and I'm going to be choosing the middle one because it was the middle from the default. Then we've got the content position. So content position can be anything like top, middle, bottom, and it totally depends how you want it to be. And then we've got this HTML tag. So you can choose HTML tag, but since we don't know HTML, that is why we have to leave this. Okay, so if you actually know HTML, then you should know what a div is, what a header, footer, main, article, section, aside, and nav is. Okay, so if you actually want to go ahead and you want to work with the CSS for the styling of this, then you can apply anything. Let's suppose that you can just keep it a header tag, give it a header tag, you can save it, and then you can call your header tag in the CSS if you actually know HTML. Otherwise, if you don't know, it's not necessary, guys. Okay, because every customization we will be doing would be on the front end. Okay, so you can see that our section is fully ready for the layout. Okay, then we've got the style. So here you can go ahead and you can work with the styling. You can give it a border, you can background, you can give it a shape divider. Let's suppose that I would like to give a gradient effect, or I would like to give a classic border for a color, and I'm gonna say I need a border to be like a black border, or I need anything like that. So you can see this is how you can work with it. Okay, you can give any border you want to. Then you can go ahead and you can work with some advanced that we will be moving forward. When we will be moving forward, we will be working up with them. Okay, but now let's just go ahead and let's work with the column right now. So if you actually want to edit your section, what you do, you right click here and you just click edit section, and you are actually taken there with the title edit section. Same like this, if you would like to actually edit your column, what you have to do, you have to right click here in the column, okay, where it says this thing, okay, just right click here, okay, and then just hit edit column, and you can see you actually get 3 columns for there as well. We got layout, style, and advanced. Here you can work with the column width, content position, whites of widget spaces, and we've got HTML tag. Then we've got the style, so you can work with a different color if you want to, okay, and you can go ahead and you can apply that. Okay, so this is how it's basically gonna work. Okay, let's just leave the column for right now, and let's add something in the column here. Okay, so to add something, what you have to do, you have to just click this button, and it's gonna take you to the main page where we actually get to see a lot of widgets right now. So I'm gonna click here, and you can see that I'm right here, and I can then just drag and drop anything. Okay, let's suppose that I would like a text. Okay, I would like a text here. I'm just gonna drag this, okay, and you can see that it is right here. I can just drop it right anywhere. Let's suppose that I would like to drop it right here. I'm just gonna drop, and you can see it's right here. So we've got this heading right now. So now how many things we've got if I just click this button? Okay, we've got a section. In the section, we've got a column. In the column, we've got a widget. Okay, once again, we've got a section, we've got a column, and then we've got a widget. Okay, so you can edit your widget by just coming up here, right clicking here, and just telling edit widget, and you can see you can now edit your heading that you have actually dragged from there and dropped right now. Let's suppose that I would like to change something. I'm gonna say I would like my name here. Okay, now what you have to do, you would like to align this to center, so this is aligned to center. Okay, then what you have to do, you have to work with the HTML tag. You can say, let's suppose that I would like it to be heading 1, and we've got this size, so we don't want to work with this one, we will be actually styling it. So let's move to our style tab. I'm just gonna click here, and you can see we've got a lot of options right here. we've got text color, we've got typography, we've got text shadow, and we've also got a blend mode. So let's work with the text color first. I'm gonna say I need the color to be white. Okay, so the color is actually changed to white right now. Then what I want the typography to actually, I want to increase the size. Okay, then what I want to work with the font family. The font can be anything that you like. Okay, it totally depends which font you like and which font you want to choose. So you can select any font. Okay, and your font is going to be changed accordingly. You can also choose use your telescope font, which is right here that I just like it. I don't know why. Okay, or you can just choose anything. Or you can also choose Open Sans. That is my favorite personally. When I'm actually designing my client's website, I really use this font because this font is simple and better, and I just like simplicity in websites. Okay, and so anyway, it totally depends on your taste. Okay, you can see this is how it is. Okay, then what you have to do, you have to work with size, you have to work with the weight. Now weight is the most important thing. You can see the thickness of my font, so you can work with the thickness of your font. You can say, let's suppose that you would like the weight to be 300, and you can see your font is very much thin. Okay, you can choose it to be 100 and it's gonna be more. Okay, so it totally depends how you want. Then we've got the transformation, so you can transform it to uppercase. So if you actually want to, and you can see it's just uppercase, you have to write it in the lowercase or anything, and you just have to transform it, and that's all. Let's suppose that I just come up here and I write everything in the small. Okay, and you can see it's just like here. If I just go ahead and I just choose my typography to actually be default, then you can see it's everything in the small. So I can go ahead and I can choose everything to be lowercase, or I can choose capitalize. I basically like capitalize functionality. Like, it's just gonna get the first word and it's gonna just capitalize it, and then it's gonna do that. So this is how it's gonna work. Then we've got the style, so you can work with a style. Like it can be italic, it can be oblique, okay, and it can be any a normal one. So normal and default, there's no difference. Then we've got the decoration, which is underline, overline, line through, and none. Okay, we're going to be using the default, or you can choose none. So you can see this is how your website is looking right now. Okay, we have just used one functionality, and this lecture was all about to actually introduce you the Elementor page builder. Okay, now we're gonna look at our website. So I'm just gonna click here, and you can see this is how my website is looking. I've got my name, and this is how everything is looking. Okay, if I want to add another widget, what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna go to my menu. Okay, then I'm gonna go ahead and I can just get anything. Okay, let's suppose that I would like to get a button, so I'm just gonna drag it and I'm gonna drop it right here, and you can see that a button is right here. I can work with the link, I can work with the icon, I can work with a lot of more things. Okay, so everything we have here is right here. So anyway, I'm just gonna delete my button right now, and we're gonna stop our lecture right here. Okay, you can see, let's just revise everything. If you want to edit section, right click in the section. If you want to edit your column, right click here. If you want to edit your widget, right click here. And you can edit with the color, with the respect of color, the background color, or anything. Okay, so congratulations guys. In the next video, we will be working up with more stuff. Bye bye.